So time is gonna be your most valuable asset, right? Although we can get into the deep philosophical reasons as to why time is just a concept and time isn't actually a real thing, right? But fast forward all of that, if you want to find what is truly your purpose, there's different levels that you need to master. You need to master certain things, right? Time being one of the main thing that you must master. I kid you not, you absolutely need to master time. If you don't have mastery over your own time, then you don't have mastery over your own self. Cause the only thing that really is you is just the time that you give out into the world, the time that you put into the world. It's time that actually helps you unlock certain things. It's the amount of time that a successful businessman puts into his business is what actually makes him a successful businessman, right? It's the amount of time that a fit person and a healthy person puts into the gym and puts into exercising is what actually makes them a fit person. If they put in 5 minutes a day into their fitness, they're not gonna be fit. You're not gonna really see that much of a difference compared to the person that puts in an hour a day or an hour and a half a day, even more than that. You know what I mean? So basically, you want to figure out what is your purpose. I'm gonna tell you exactly what is your purpose. See, your purpose, our purpose as human beings, is actually to create. A lot of people don't actually understand that. Our purpose is actually to create things. It is to actually use our energy. We have creative energy, and we use this creative energy and we put it out into the open world, and that's how we create life. What is a baby? What is a newborn child? That's basically you made love, and the love mixes together masculine and feminine, and then basically it intertwines, and then you create a life, you create a newborn. That is how life is created. So as humans, we are co-creators. We're not the creator, right? Don't get it messed up. We're not God, we're not the creator, but we are co-creators. We create things on this planet. We created couches, we created books, we created a lot of things, right? So fast forward from my little tangent, what I want to say is you're supposed to create something or use your energy and put it out into the world to then better the world, and then thus you will better yourself. And that is what your purpose is. So if the energy that you put in or out into the world is that you want to be a basketball player, right? Then you wake up every day and you train basketball X amount of times every single day, right? For however long, how many times per week, right? And then eventually this creative energy then transforms into yourself. You're now known as a basketball player. You're an NBA player, right? You're in the NBA. That's how you then make money. That's how you then get fame. That's what people know you as. And that's gonna be another thing. That leads me on to lesson number 2. You need to actually master your identity. I'm sorry that it's loud right now. It's raining or whatever. But back to the video. You need to identify yourself as what you're trying to be. A lot of people identify themselves as the person that's trying to be that thing. See, let's just say you want to be an NBA player. You want to be in the NBA. You want to be a basketball player. That's your goal. That's your dream. You don't know nothing besides basketball, right? You need to make your identity an NBA player. You cannot make your identity be the person that's trying to be an NBA player. You need to already identify, carry about yourself as a basketball player or an NBA player. You need to carry about yourself as that. Speak like an NBA player would. Hoop like an NBA player would. Train like an NBA player would. Sleep, eat. Do all of that exactly like an NBA player would do, and then you will just be an NBA player anyway, right? You want to be a football player, you want to be a boxer, Muay Thai, anything that you're trying to be. Right now, one of my biggest goals is to be a YouTuber. I want to be the best I want to be the best YouTuber that I can possibly be, like the absolute best that I can possibly be. Obviously, I'm not gonna say I don't care how other people view me as a YouTuber, because to be a good YouTuber, other people need to view as a good YouTuber, right? It's not totally just egotistical. It's not just yourself. Other people need to view you as a good YouTuber as well to continue watching your YouTube, thus making you a good creator, right? So I want to be the best YouTuber that I can possibly be. That is one of my many purposes. You don't only have one purpose. You don't only have one goal in life, right? You can master a plethora of things, right? You don't have to just limit yourself to only one thing. This creative energy that you have within you can go on and on and on, literally forever. You can literally, you could be an artist, you could be a musician, you could be a YouTuber, you can do every single thing. Obviously, you're only one human being. There's so much that you can do within a day, plus get good sleep, plus have time to eat, have time to spend with family, but whatnot. But I just say, whatever goal, or this is what I want you to do. If you actually take anything from this video, I want you to actually go right now, and I want you to sit down and actually write your goals down on a piece of paper. Just think. A lot of people don't think. They just want to consume TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You're always consuming. What are you ever giving and putting out into the world? That's why you can't think, because you just consume things. Other people needs to tell you, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that. Don't have this goal, don't have that goal. Yes, do this goal. And that's how you live your life, like a zombie, like a robot. You can only operate when you get programmed. You should not be like that, right? You need to actually sit and think. Sit in a quiet room. I guarantee you right now, if you're struggling with finding what your purpose is, sit in a quiet room by yourself. No distractions, no phone, no social media, nothing. With a pen, paper, and actually sit and think, what do I actually want out of life? What do I actually, and what you need to do is think, what do you want to have the negatives of? Let me elaborate on that. See, I'm a YouTuber, so the negatives that I've agreed to have is hateful comments, people not really liking my video, people making fun of my YouTube video, people trash talking me, people hating, not getting much views. I'm getting subs today, then I lose all of the subs next day. You know what I mean? Those are the negatives that I've agreed upon handling. And if you can agree with the negatives of whatever the purpose is that you're trying to do, then the world is yours. The sky isn't even the limit. The atmosphere isn't even the limit at that point, right? Because you can do so much. Because you literally have no limitations. You've agreed. It's like a contract. You willfully sign a contract that, okay, I'm agreeing that I'm going to have these negatives. So if you want to be a basketball player, you want to be in the NBA, you've agreed that you're going to have to sleep 8 hours, 9 hours every single night. You're going to have to shut down your phone when it comes like 8 p.m. or whatever time that you're going to sleep. You need to sleep early. You're going to have to delay gratification. You're not going to be able to eat snacks. You're going to have to let go of negative people. You're gonna have to let go of spending time with friends and hanging out and going to the club and partying to then go on the court and hoop for hours a day. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things. And once you've agreed in your head, it doesn't obviously not like an actual contract, but once you've agreed in your head that, okay, I am agreeing that I'm gonna have this such and such negatives with this purpose, and you fully agreed with it, then that is your purpose. Go right ahead. Nothing is gonna stop you, because you've already agreed to the negatives. So when the negatives come, you've already prepared yourself for it. You don't get what's called the element of surprise. A lot of people, they get the element of surprise. They say, okay, I want to be rich. Okay, but then you gotta wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. every day and sleep early and sacrifice hanging out with friends and sacrifice partying, sacrifice clubbing, sacrifice having sex all over the place, and just stick, focus, business, fail, start, business, fail, start, new business, it failed, new business, it got hacked, oh my god, my website got shut down, this happened, that happened. You've agreed to that stuff. So then what can stop you? right? A lot of people, they don't agree to it. They just hop in and just go. This thing is gonna be easy. But once you've agreed to it, then you know, okay, that's what's gonna happen. When it happens, you're like, okay, cool. I know this was gonna happen. I've agreed to this. I've agreed to bear the consequences and the negatives of achieving my goal. And while that is literally how you create your life. That is literally how you transform your reality into your own play world. Your brain, a lot of people don't actually use their brains. Your brain is that's the best organ, one of the best organs in your body, right? You need your brain, and a lot of people don't even use their brain. That's your secret, that's your superpower to the world. A lot of people don't understand that energy is a real thing. Energy transfers. If you hang around thieves all day, you're gonna become a thief. You're more likely to become a thief. If you hang around murderers all day, you're more than likely to become a murderer. Energy rubs off. It gets transferred. It's never destroyed, right? So, who are you surrounding yourself with? That could be another thing that could play to your purpose. Because when I would surround myself around negative people growing up as a kid, I would never get anything done. Guess what? I would surround myself amongst people who only play games all day, people who are lazy, they don't do nothing with their life. Guess what I was? I was lazy, playing games all day, doing nothing with my life, obviously. And when I stuck to myself and I built myself, then I truly realized, oh, this is actually what my real aura is like. This is what my real self is like. It wasn't what I was feeling before. Let me put this into perspective. Have you ever been at a point in your life growing up where you just eat unhealthy? Like you just eat snacks, unhealthy. You eat anything you want. And then all of a sudden, one time in your life, you go through a period where you start going to the gym, you start exercising, and you start eating healthier. And then it's like when you eat a snack, all of a sudden you then start feeling guilty. You then start feeling nasty. But it's like, how when I was growing up, I did not feel nasty. I did not feel these effects. This was just the norm. But it's only after you experience a other side of life and then you come back to the bad one, that's when you're like, oh, so this whole time this was bad for me. And I've been doing it. Why was I so stupid to be doing this growing up as a kid? Why didn't I just pick this route instead? Trust me, it happens to a lot of us. This literally happened to me when I was extremely unhealthy. I'm going to tell you a little secret to my life. Well, not a secret, a story. I don't care. I talk on YouTube, you know what I mean? But like, I was waking up, I would eat Cheetos and ice cream for breakfast. I would literally wake up every morning. I would literally eat Cheetos and ice cream. I'm talking about the first 10 minutes of me waking up. I would be eating Cheetos and ice cream and all of that nasty, unhealthy stuff for breakfast. And then I would hop on my PC and I would play games. My computer, I would play games. And I would play like shooting games, Call of Duty, GTA, and all of that, right? And I'll just be eating ice cream and then eating Cheetos. And then for lunch, I would be eating snacks that I had. I would be eating chocolate, Snickers, like Skittles, you name it. I was just eating unhealthy and disgusting every single damn day. And then the point in my life where I actually changed and then I started being healthy and I found out what my purpose was or my purpose at the time was. And then I started changing my life, operating off of that purpose, operating off of that goal. Then it's like all of a sudden, when I would eat a snack, I'll be like, whoa, I feel disgusting. I'm gonna be honest, like just a few months ago, I literally ate ice cream, right? There was ice cream, I had ice cream, a big bucket of ice cream. And me, when I binge eat, I just eat. When I eat something unhealthy, I just fully eat it. If I have a chocolate right now and I eat it, I fully eat it. But the thing is, I would only end up eating unhealthy like once every 7 months, 8 months. And that's crazy. I promise you, I do not eat any BS. I don't eat processed food. I only eat real healthy food. Meat, eggs, fish, rice, beans, chicken, whatnot, you know what I mean? And fruits, vegetables. That's all I eat. I eat healthy, and that's the norm for me. So it's like when I ate the ice cream, I was like, whoa, I feel disgusting. I had a whole bowl of ice cream. Cause I'm used to eating in a lot. I'm used to eating in bulk. So if I'm eating something unhealthy, I'm gonna eat a lot of it, right? So I had a whole bowl full of ice cream, and I'm eating it. And literally within the first few scoops, I was like, whoa, I feel disgusting. And that was literally my favorite ice cream ever growing up. I was like, whoa, I feel disgusting. You know what I did? I literally put it under the sink and I turned on the pipe and I literally just let the water run on it and then just wash the ice cream down the sink or whatnot. And I literally just spit it out and then went and ate some other food, right? So I said all of that to say this. You need to focus on what your purpose actually is. We all have different purposes. I don't see myself being an artist in the form of like painting, right? But I could do it if I really put my mind to. I don't see myself doing other things, right? But I could do it if I put my mind into it. I don't see myself being a basketball player, but I could do it if I put my mind into it, right? I see myself being a YouTuber. I'm perfectly acceptable with the consequences and the negatives of being a YouTuber that's gonna come. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna go all out on it, right? And this is what I want to bring to you. My purpose as me being a YouTuber is basically for me to experience life, learn lessons along the way, and then I come on YouTube and I talk about it in the best way possible. No BS, no crazy editing, and I speak to whoever is watching this video as like my little brother or my little sister, so that way they can fast forward all of the mistakes that I've made. And that is literally my purpose as a YouTuber. So what is your purpose? Go in a room, sit down quietly, write a bunch of different things, and find which one do you actually which one you're comfortable with accepting the negatives that's gonna come with it. And once you do that, then you're gonna know, okay, so if I'm comfortable with the negatives that's gonna come with this, then this is what I'm gonna do. And then hopefully you make it in a way where you can then monetize it, so then you get paid from it and it's like your business and you get paid to do what you actually want to do out of life, and then you don't have to go work for someone and then just feel like you're wasting time, right? Because once time goes, you never get it back. We only live in the present moment. There's never a back. There's only a forward, because you're just moving in the present moment. But you can't stop and, oh, well, yesterday I didn't get to achieve my goal. Yesterday I didn't work hard enough. Let me go back. Yesterday. No, you can't. You already you effed up. Now you just got to keep going, right? And I hope this video helps you. And that is how you find your purpose. And with that being said, peace!